Action. Jessica, can you please introduce this gentleman?
Oh, yeah. It's hooray. We have Mr. Talislim Wajabi Amila and our councillor and also a NIDO leader. One of the executive, I think former vice chairman of NIDO, Nigerians in Diaspora. And he goes around looking after us that are serving the community and how we've been doing. How good with that film? Yeah, that's what he is.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
I think he can introduce himself.
Would you like to say something to the camera, sir?
Yes, good afternoon. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure being here with you today. It's something which I've always wanted to be part of. I think this morning I felt I had to be here because I know that what you're doing in this community is impacting life, fulfilling dreams, and changing people's lives. Homelessness affects people across the board, and I think it's just a step in the right direction in helping people to have a place where they can have something to eat, to share their experiences, and also get inspired to help them better themselves. And as you can see behind me anyway, we have people from different nationalities who are here today. They've been fed, they've had a hot drink, and they are fellowshipping and sign anyway. So well done, Honorable Jessica, because you've done a lot, both here in UK and in Nigeria as well, and in Europe too. And I think you are more or less spreading your wings across the globe, helping people who are homeless across Africa, Nigeria, Europe, America. So I'm totally surprised. I'm well surprised to see the amount of work that you are doing anyway. And I hope that we'll continue to support you. And now that we've seen for ourselves first-hand experience of what impact that she's making, I think it's a good thing, and we'll be here to support you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Yeah. Actually, it's I've always felt supported as well. I've reached out to NIDO UK chairman, Mr. Niyi. I've spoken to him from time to time. I do normally report to him, telling him how far we've got. But then it's amazing to see you live today. I don't think there's any greater support than that. I felt more strong, I felt blessed, and I felt supported in a much more bigger way than you could ever imagine. The whole thing just started, I think it's out of my own desire to support, to help, because I've been there where nobody actually understands me. I couldn't make sense of anything I was saying. Nobody could understand the pressure that was within me. But then, little by little, looking at other people, inspiring myself, reading books and stuff like that, I was able to come out of that hurdle. Of course, any reasonable person would always like to give back to the society, not just to your community, but to the entire world. Actually, telling my stories of being homeless, my stories of being barren for 9 years, my stories of being mentally, financially, emotionally abused, got a lot of women who have been quiet, not knowing how to speak out on their feet, to start talking about how they feel. You know, like I was just explaining to some few people, I was telling them the most inspired book and the strongest of powerful book, if there's anything, whatever that means to anybody, is the Bible. And then what is this Bible all about? This Bible is all about the stories of those from the ancient kingdom who has been there, our forefathers, our heroes, everybody that we look up to. Even like if somebody's a Muslim, the what's it called? The Quran is also the book of story. People like Muhammad, Mary, the mother of Jesus, who has made history. How did they make history? How did they make their mistake? The mistakes they make, their own life, where they corrected themselves, how their life outcome. What was it? It was it by God. What? It's just a entire story. So if those stories are shaping and bringing our life up, when it comes to Christendom, you see a puppy becoming a national hero just by reading the Bible, according to them. You see somebody who is a Muslim, a drug addict, just by reading the Quran, change their life, stand on their feet, say no to drugs, say no to ganging, say no to killing, say no to whatever lifestyle that is not good to society, and stand on and begin to change others. reorienting other people, putting other people on their feet. How do you think if the people we never see, I never see Muhammad physically, I never see Jesus physically, how do you think your own story people are seeing will impact life? I started going on the street, talking about my experience. People start coming to me on Facebook. Everybody, some people say, oh yeah, my mother trained me by herself and my father left. I never knew who my father is. I'm going to support this ministry. They start gathering. People start listening. Facebook Live, calling them, and we start going on television. There was a lot of calling. And then when the pandemic set in, it was a very big shutdown for us. I had a lot of people calling me. They are lonely, they are in pain, they don't want to stay at home, their mother is becoming a pain in the neck, their dad is doing this. Because the father, mother, parents, children has to be in the same room. You're not going out 24/7. And a lot of my girls were calling me, a lot of young people were calling me, some women were calling me, some men were calling me, that normally have breathing space when their husband goes to work, their wife goes to work, their children goes to school. But now, everybody's at home anyway. That's where I start thinking, how do I support? I always like, where do I help? What do I help? That's where I got the inspiration of getting a community center. Anyway, the whole thing is becoming this. I start walking on the street looking for a community center like a mad woman. There's this pastor that normally says, if it's in your heart, it will soon be in your hand. It make a meaning. And I was walking on the street of High Street of Tottenham. And that was how I just come across a man. It was, who are you? Why are you the way? He said, where are you going in this pandemic? I said, I'm looking for a community center. Like, joke. This is the same man that called me. Later, 2-3 weeks later, there is a space I saw. Let's go for it. Immediately after pandemic, we go for it. And that's how we got this building. Gated, nicely clean, and stuff like that. And we're using it for a community center ever since then, 3 years down the line. Everywhere you go, they are doing food bank. Communities, people are raising food bank to support it. But these people, I thought about it. These people are homeless. And you're giving them food that need, potato need cooking.
Well, they cook it.
That's one of the commonest food. And then other things that they say, put it in the oven. Where is the oven going to be? Is it not in the home? So it didn't make too much sense to me, because everywhere you say there's a loss of homeless people going for food bank, queuing, and you say you're supporting these people. You're just giving them something that apparently that's not going to be useful for them. That's what I thought. This is when I start. And majority of the people are not homeless by roof. Some people have a roof under their head. They have a roof above their head, sorry. But yet they are homeless in their hearts because they've grown up having a family table, dining table, having mom, dad, siblings. But now they are grown apart. They don't wife, no children. They will know. You just put them in one room, shelter. And then they can't even eat the food. This is where we start trying to create a social table, a social community dining table. When they come, you have witnesses, all sorts down, have cup of tea, we serve them, and then we give them hot meal. Two things, this solve the problem. This solves two problems. Number one, we are bringing them together. It's bringing in community social interaction. Another most important thing is it solves that majority of them, after being worn out in their one-room apartment, they drink and drink and drink. They wouldn't even remember to make tea or hot drink. They don't have. They just drink alcohol and smoke. They come to lie down on the streets. Tomorrow they continue from here. They weigh on themselves, they mess up themselves, they start again drinking. That drinking spirit. They never have any. But here now, they will have at least hot drink for their intestine to warm up their body. At least you eat first, you start drinking. It gives you that underlying strength.
So in a way, you provide them with hot milk.
Of course, that's what we do. We don't give them hot milk. We give them hot chocolate, coffee, or tea, whichever one they suits them best. And then we give them hot meal. We don't give them any hot food. And when they go in, we put sandwich in the bag. Like you see now, my bag here. I use it to put sandwich for them. Some of them eat here and they take home. And then we put sandwich for them in a bag for them to go and sit on the street. And the sandwich, we got it from friends. Yeah, so when they give us these sandwiches, we put in the company, they take what they want. This thing they want. They choose whatever they want. We put it in a bag and we give it to them so that they take that to the street. But they, at least we make sure that today they have had hot meals, drink as much tea as we want, take as much rice as we want, sit down, interact with people, and then we provide some cool music for them. Just like a house, as long as it takes. And yes, so this is what we are doing.
It's a very little project, as I said earlier on, because it's something which I'm going with seeing the impact we make it, and also looking at the reception, the interaction among all the guests who are here today.
Yeah.
How they appreciate you.
They will always come to greet
you. They come to greet you. I mean, it's a blessing. You're bringing these people in so many different ways. You know, and I think me personally coming down from Maidenhead, it's been an eye opener. It's been a real eye opener. I'm sorry it's taken me this long to be here.
Yes, I know.
To see me again anyway. And to in fact how we can move things forward, because there's still a lot more to do.
Yeah.
This is just a start.
Yes.
I think but it's a start and it's a step in the right direction
Yes.
in achieving what we want to do. There are more people still coming in.
They will come till 1 today. They will be coming. And not only that one, we also put the youth in consideration.
Of course.
Majority of the time, the youth doesn't come here, so we also make some food available for them, especially sandwiches and some other little things like biscuits, chocolates, and we put them up. If you in the building, you've seen the table. Thank you. So when they are coming, we go to the studio. So we have a studio upstairs, and this studio to support the youth majority of the time. You know, when we talk about people who are radicalizing our youth, taking them from the normal course to another course, they give them whatever they need to get them, listen to them. They sacrifice. If you see what they shoe, gadget, whatever, they make the best promises and they give it to them. They spend so much to get this youth, their brain turned against UK government or against their culture, against the reality of life, and turn them to be a tool of revenge for whatever that is to whatever. How do you think we want to change the youth and we are not willing to sacrifice anything?
Possible.
It is not possible. We can't compete these people. We need to also tell our youth that whatever they give you. So majority of the time they radicalize them through phone, through conversation, through media. And this is the reason why this inspiration of having a studio came to be. So this is the purpose of this studio, is to help our youth. We need support. Is to help our youth to also teach them the UK culture.
So what kind of support do you need in helping the youth?
We need people to, of course, we need financial support.
That's key.
We need financial support. We also need people with a track record to visit the center and invite the youth, to talk to the youth. When we talk about podcasts, it goes a long way. Doing it with the youth, interacting with the youth, asking questions, throwing questions to them, giving them opportunity for conversation. We have those spaces upstairs in the studio.
So are you looking to create like a seminar whereby youth can come and be empowered, where they can listen to mentors to help them in different areas or where they can be supported in career development?
Yes.
Because I've seen a lot of youth that have tremendous talent.
Thank you.
But there's no one that are able to mentor them in the right path.
Thank you. We need people because they are looking up to. When you talk about all these people, the people that radicalize these people as well, I'm using them as a yardstick because these are the people that are taking our youth out from us, from the society, from impacting life, from becoming the great leaders for tomorrow. They are doing a lot of harms when they are taking them to another country to fill them with bombs and destroy lives. destroy their lives, and what have they? So these are the people that are becoming my concern. However, when they feel like, for instance, okay, David Cameron is coming here today and they wants to meet with you people. I'm just saying, I'm giving it that. People that have track record, they will want to listen. And these people, they want to listen to them because they have seen them as a role model. But these people, they keep sitting in parliament, they keep sitting in councils, they keep sitting in offices. And the places you can get these shit is places like this. Come here, talk to these people. They have children, and this has given me opportunity. There's none of them I don't know their history. At least 90% of them I know. Just by providing this, they will come and say, you see this one, I say, oh, my husband's blood pressure has gone down. That means last week he told me the blood pressure was up. Thank you. He said next morning. So the first thing he said, I didn't want to tell you because I was interacting with him. Then he now said, my husband's blood pressure is gone down. The other one said, have you heard about Homo Wale? I've been calling, he's not picking. Maybe he's gone there to enjoy himself.
So there's a sense of belonging.
Thank you. They will call me, some of them will come and they will buy their food. I don't know where they get it from. They will come and give me part of it. Just to share with me within the week.
Sense of belonging.
Thank you.
But they see that they receive a lot from what you do, not just in food,
not
but
food.
also that's togetherness, companionship.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not gonna point finger. The other one we said, do you know I have 2 children? My wife kicked me out, and the liaison with the guys, they kicked me out. And now I can go and see my children. I said, well, how do you want to go to see the children? I now call somebody that I know. Now he starts seeing the children. Anytime he sees the children, he will come and tell me, oh, wow. I'm going tomorrow. Oh, wow. Pray for me.
that just underlines what you're doing here.
It's not just about food.
It's not about food. It's empowering people with knowledge.
Thank you.
And knowledge opens doors. You know,
that means
it's open doors.
And if they're going to be in trouble, they will tell you. If anything is going wrong, they will tell you.
Everything we can do to prevent the next stabbing, to prevent our youths becoming.
Thank you. That's the essence of this. Then the women downstairs. The men, the women, the elderly downstairs. You see the hall downstairs. Yes. That's what we do. We sometimes every Monday we attend to people who they have their children in prison, locked up. You know, it's kind of societal stigma. You can't even express to your next neighbor, my son is in the prison. Most of them, they don't have strength to go to court. And then we can support them. So all these things we are creating, we need, number one, awareness. We need council to support. These women are dying. Our black women who have their children in prison, they are dying in silence because they can't express themselves to their neighbor, to their friend. In the society where they belong, they start mocking the son is in the prison. They begin to mimic it. And they don't want to express themselves. And they want to keep it secret. They don't want people to know that tomorrow is going to be the hearing. Where do they get support to go for the hearing? We can provide all those things. Where do they get support to talk to somebody who will actually? Do you know a lot of youth are in the prison? Nobody knows. Black people.
I had a few years ago, I used to serve as a member of the IMB, which is the Independent Monitoring Board. And I was attached to Huntercombe Prison. And whilst I was working there in terms of my voluntary work, I saw a number of youths, young boys,
yes,
bright boys, who've ended up in prison.
Of course.
Because they've been misguided, they've had their own company, and they haven't had a structure in life to help them to follow the right path. You know, it's when again it's that prison cell that it's dawned upon them that, gosh, how did I get here? What can I do to turn my life around? So
and now, most of them, their parents is so angry, they don't want to go and check them because their parents were telling them, I say, youth, what do you expect? I did it. Probably you did it. You couldn't listen when you are 16, 18. Daddy will be telling her. And luckily, we were averted by just mercy. But then they find themselves there. Their parents, their mom and dad, especially from my color, they are still angry.
Now that we know what the problem is, we are solution based. That's why you're here.
That's why.
Now,
yes.
the key thing is we're getting support, not just from the central government, but also from the local council as well.
Thank
because
you.
They are the ones that represent the people at the local level. So they should be doing a lot more to help. That's how behind the council. They
Yes.
should be doing a lot more to support.
Exactly.
Support you.
Yeah. Now, another we as the Nigerians have counted a lot of people. They were here last week. Families that came with this what's it called? This visa, work visa, that is everywhere now.
Oh,
yes,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Those care workers.
Care workers coming, exactly. Majority of them come here to eat. They don't have work. They don't have home. They don't have support because they are now entitled to any governmental support.
That's it.
Now, if for Nigerians, when they keep coming here, they will eat and I'll give them food. Most of them, they will come, they are youths, they are young people. They didn't come by themselves, they come with their parents. Now they are barely homeless and they don't have any governmental support. This is an avenue to gather people around this area, especially the youth and the women. When you teach a woman, you are teaching a nation. When a woman knows it, a nation knows it. They will come here, they will sit, they will eat. They will say, Auntie, can I come and be working for pay? I said, I don't employ people. For food, I will give. For takeaway, I will support you with that. He said, I want to take from my mom. And why can't your mom come? He said, she's depressed. And she's depressed, she don't have any support from the government. And this is Nigerians. I encounter them a lot. I normally come here, they see me on Facebook.
And the funny thing is, we have a very active Nigerian community here in the UK. In everybody go to Haringey, Acton, Hackney, Enfield, they are a very active Nigerian community. And above them all is our group called NIDO. And I think it's lack of awareness, I will say, that they're not supporting financially what you're doing here. Because I think it's something which they should be involved with anyway. Because as much as we're looking at homeland development, we also have a community here in the UK who are going through a lot. And I think as a group, we should be supporting you in whichever way you can. It's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, much more than that as well. I'm just glad that I see it as a privilege to impact life. It's not about the whole thing. What gives me so much joy is that something you dream for years and you begin to implement it. When I started, it was like a laughing stock. If there's anything like that. It looks like we were going nowhere. But for people to receive the service, that's another thing.
Oh, I mean, you don't just change your lives, you're fulfilling dreams.
That's what I'm saying.
To change the narrative.
Thank you.
To change the narrative.
And the amazing part of it is that it's not just here in UK.
Of course.
It's in America. It's in what's it called? It's in Germany. Last year, October 4th, we had 20 families came from Germany.
Oh wow!
Here for this. Yeah, they came live.
Oh wow!
We normally have global convention every August, first weekend of every August. So we have from Nigeria, come down. We have from USA. We have from Germany as well. Come down.
I think it should involve NITCOM and this. I think it's something which NITCOM will be very interested in shall I say, in championing, because obviously they represent Nigerians abroad in diaspora anyway. So I think it's something which I'm sure they will want to know more about, to see how they can support you.
And they also grow it as well to be able to support our people here every August. So there's a lot that is going to be creating awareness that can also be a venue for them talking about our experiences here, giving people opportunity to express themselves. That could be also be opportunity for Nigerians in Europe that's coming to also share their own bits and pieces, and as well as US. So if they publicize it and become partner with us and become part of it, it will help, because at the same time, Nigerians are hearing them. It's like we're now sitting on a dining table.
Of course.
Globally. This is what the organization represents.
Oh, wow.
And the people are supporting and doing, and also creating a lot of jobs in Nigeria. Lots of jobs. Farming now. This year we have 12 acres, not 2 acres, 12 plots of land, which is 1 acre and 2 plots to farm. And they are doing it right now in Nigeria.
That's creating employment.
Employment, yeah. The women are farming. That's what they're doing. And then they are going, whatever they get for this, they're going to be opening a cassava factory where they do all this cassava, milling it, and they frying it. Then they will sell it to use to build their skill acquisition center.
So in a way, they've been empowered.
Yes, of course. Yes, and they've been empowered without me getting any support from the government. This is what comes out of them gathering themselves together.
I think
them gathering. Then imagine when government comes in and supports us.
I think it's that lack of awareness, because it's a government where you're based should be involved in such a project anyway. Because why am I saying that? Because it's for them. It's a way where they can impact the people.
Yes.
And because the government cannot create employment for everybody.
Oh, no.
But they can create the environment where people can be impacted by supporting such moves.
Yes,
So I
and
think it's
empowered
absolutely
to be man for themselves. A lot of people now are doing a lot. Women, men. The organization is even a miracle to me, the way it's unfolded, because people are interpreting it more than what I had in mind. I'm telling you, the way it's going, it's just something else.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because you've gathered people along who have, who are, shall I say, they have a vision. They see things the way you are, and they see opportunities more than you can see.
Yes.
That's why you see. So I think just having people around you who pick up the mantle and run with it.
Yes. It is a pleasure having you today.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's just like a promise or a kind of a prophecy that greater things is going to happen and unfold. Yeah, and we will always be happy to have you.
Oh, thank you very much. It's it's taken me this long to come down, but I'm here today, and I've seen the impact of what you're doing, and you can see behind me how people have they've been received. People are coming and going. It just shows that they feel that they feel the impact.
Yes.
Which is quite good anyway. So well done to you and to your team.
Yes.
And we shall continue to support you. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor.
Too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you, Avi.